Rich, you're live on the radio. Hi.
Good evening. I'd like to talk about all the drives for the clothing and boots and caps and gloves for the cold weather, some of our less fortunate ones here in the community.
Sure, go ahead.
Yesterday, I'm within a block of the giveaway down at the library downtown, which I thought was spectacular. I went up and I thanked the people that were involved in it for doing it. But at the same time, I saw a guy that didn't have hardly anything for a jacket on, and I pulled up alongside of him, and he knew something was going on down there, but he was too proud to go down there. And he just moved to Sioux Falls. He borrowed a pair of shoes to go out and look for a job. He needed to have a pair of leather shoes. He couldn't go into this business. It was a production type thing where he needed a different type of shoe than the tennis shoes that he owned. We have a lot of people that fall through the cracks no matter how much we do out there. And one thing that I had two of them yesterday. I had another one that was a veteran. He was probably 45, 50 years old that had just moved into Sioux Falls, and he moved up here from way down south, and he needed a few dollars for a thermostat to put into his car, so he'd have heat. But in both cases, neither one of these guys were equipped for the cold weather to be out there. And when you have a guy that has to borrow a pair of shoes so he can go out and apply for a job, which he was hired for, and he's going to start on Monday, that's neither here nor there. But
well, it is here. No, it is here or there. The guy had enough gumption. He did the right thing. He went out, and he's going to be gainfully employed. Good for him. We need a lot of that.
I pointed the direction. After I told him, I said, Sioux Falls is a very caring, giving community, and pride has nothing to do with your situation. When you have an opportunity to take advantage of something that's going to improve your situation, go for it. And I drove around the block, and I went up there to where the handout was, and he was there shortly later, and he was getting a jacket,
Sweet.
a stocking cap, and a pair of gloves.
Sweet.
But he still didn't have a pair of shoes, but I was working on that yesterday, and I'm not sure if he was successful or not. He had a few dollars. He had like $10, and I told him where the closest thrift store was. One on 8th Street there.
Yep.
And you think which one it is. But in the other case, this guy, another one's coming in from down south, and he's got a vest on, and his car's broke down, and he's trying to scratch $20 to get his car going so he can get around town and look for a job. We have a lot of people that fall through the cracks. And for me personally, I have, right now in my car, I have extra caps and gloves, and I have a jacket that would various jackets that would fit. I don't have any children's or women's right now in my vehicle, but I have from a large, extra large, 2X, and even a 3X jacket that I keep in my vehicle. And I try and have boots. And when I see somebody out there that I can help, I stop and I talk with them. I'm not afraid to go up if they're outside the Good Shepherd or wherever. If it looks like they're shivering away and they're outside smoking a cigarette, whatever, and you can tell that they really need help, I'll stop and I'll offer them. A lot of times, the Good Shepherd is a great place to get a lot of our clothing and things, but they don't have the right sizes.
Sure.
They don't have boots, winter boots, something that they can go to work in or whatever. So,
Rich, what motivates you to do this?
I have a heart. I give from the heart, and I take my shirt off my back to help somebody else.
Have you always been like this, or is this a change in the way you approach life?
I grew up in a small town, and my dad had a small business that my brothers and I would help him with, and he would always tell us that to base our prices on if this a very fixed income, to sharpen the pencil as much as we possibly could, whether it was painting houses or cutting trees, cleaning brush out, whatever. And if we could do it for nothing, to give from the heart and to those that are in need. And I might have needed it just as much as they did, but I shared with my brothers and I, we had strong backs. And
Rich, I got to let you go. We're out of time here. I'm glad you called.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing the story.